Hello everybody. Um in this video I'm going to take a look at Quebec, the French speaking province in Canada. Um I heard some stories out of this province, and I think I spoke about this in other videos up on my channel. Um I heard in Quebec you'll be fined if you have a business and none of the signs that you have are not in French but English. And in this province, they want everything in French. And plus, I heard about a woman who got really sick and she went to a hospital. I don't know what city it happened in Quebec. It probably happened in Montreal or Quebec City, the capital. Um, when she went in to ask for help, she was cursed out by someone who spoke French. I think one of the hospital staff there, the nurses or the doctors, um, told her to get the fuck out because she didn't speak French, and she had to like get her boyfriend to get her into this hospital. Or she just went to another hospital that didn't care what language she spoke. Also, I heard a guy, someone who ordered a sandwich at a restaurant, and he got a sandwich thrown at him simply because he didn't speak French. And also there was a guy who ordered some food at a Burger King, I guess in Sherbrooke, Quebec. And when he got his food, some people there made fun of him because he didn't speak French. Now, yeah, I'm interested in speaking French, and I kind of like the French language. Um, I heard French is a very hard language to speak, and yeah, it's a very hard language to speak. I mean, it's I think it's 10 times harder than Spanish. And I live here in Texas, and I hear Spanish a lot. Um, but I guess if I go to Quebec, I'm gonna hear nothing but French. But there's some people here who speak English. Also, like also not everybody in Quebec is gonna hate your guts because you don't speak French. If you're interested in speaking the French language, I mean, they'll be happy to teach you. I mean, if you know French and your French is pretty bad, I mean, they'll understand and they'll switch over from speaking French to speaking English so they can communicate to you if you don't speak French at all. Yeah. So I also heard that, like the people in Quebec, I guess the entire province, or just Quebec City or Montreal, they're very rude. I mean, they'll walk all over you, they'll knock you down. I guess that's I don't know. It's just from the locals or just from tourists. I guess from both. And also, I heard that also people won't help you unless you ask for help. I mean, they're not gonna be like the so-called friendly, outgoing Canadian who will come up and ask you, "Hey, do you need any help with this? I mean, are you having trouble with this?" I mean, people in Quebec who are known as the Quebecois aren't going to be like that. I mean, they'll be friendly, but they'll ask you, but you have to ask them for help. Yeah. So that's what I heard. Okay, let's see. I'm looking at Quebec City on Google Maps. I'm looking at a water fountain, and let's see where I am in Quebec. Um, let's see. I'm on Boulevard Horad Michel. I don't speak French, but I think it's near the Parliament. I think that's the I think that's the I think that's the Quebec Parliament in Quebec City. Okay. Quebec City is a very beautiful city. I mean, and the province is very beautiful as well. It's a gorgeous city. Okay, looks like I'm going near the Parliament. Let's see. Yeah, I think this area kind of resembles a city I was in France. Um, La France. That's where I went on a cruise back in 2017. I think this area kind of resembles it. This is I'm looking at the Quebec Parliament. I can't say all these names on these streets in the city because they're all in French. Okay. Okay, I'm on a highway, Quebec Auto Route 175, Sud. Okay. Actually, Sud is south in French. So yeah, I kind of understand that. Okay. Very historic city. Um, okay. Okay. Some of these, yeah, some of these buildings are really old. Um, let's see. And I heard from some Canadians, like Canadian men, telling me the women in Quebec are gorgeous. Um, but I think I don't agree with them on that. There was a woman from Montreal. I think she was a student at Concordia University. I think that's in Montreal. Her name was Lisa Lavaray, and she was this woman who poured beer all over Rouge V, and I have that video of that up on my channel, and it's titled "Will I end up like this guy if I go to Canada?" Yeah, that video's up on my channel. You guys are more than welcome to go and check that out. So she basically just poured beer all over this guy. And I guess she was a so-called feminist. And you know, I don't agree with Rouge V on everything that he's saying. You know, I think the guy's an asshole. If you ask me, I don't like him anyway. But I agree with him being treat. I agree on him being treated the way he was treated by Lisa Lavaray when she poured beer all over the guy. And Lisa Lavaray wasn't a very good-looking woman anyway. She was French Canadian. She was the ugliest woman I've ever seen. Yeah. Okay. Going back to the main map. Um. Yeah. Okay. Okay. Yeah. Also, um, yeah, this part resembles a city that I was in France. Okay, there's a stop sign right there. Let's see, I can't say it. I'm gonna try to say it since it's in French. Quebecois French, not metropolitan French. Um, let's see, arrêt. That's basically it means stop. So, I definitely know what that means. Yeah, because a lot of the signs are going to be in French, not French and English, like in New Brunswick, where which that's a bilingual province that has both languages, English and French. So this is Quebec. This is completely French, and yeah, there's some English present here. Also, they have some dish here. There's some dish here called actually it's food. It's called poutine. I heard about it. Basically, it's just French fries covered in cheese curds and gravy. And I heard that if you eat a lot of this, it will give you type 2 diabetes. Yeah, it's also very greasy and messy. Yeah, I saw some two people from Britain eating poutine. So I think I won't be eating that because that probably that contains a lot of calories and that's gonna make me gain a lot of weight. Yeah, I'm going back to the Quebecois hating people because they don't speak French. And I remember a lot of black people from Haiti were coming into the province from New York State on Roxon Road somewhere in upstate New York. I guess the Quebecois won't hate the Haitians because, well, the Haitians, they speak French just like them. So yeah, I guess they won't hate them. I could be wrong. I don't know. Could be some racism in Quebec, probably. I don't know. Yeah. It's like a decent looking city so far. I guess someone in the comment section is gonna tell me how bad Quebec City is. Probably. I don't know. I don't care. If they drop a comment like that, I probably ain't gonna respond at all. Because Canadians to me are just weird and antisocial. I mean, these people here are so strange. I mean, strange, strange, strange. Yeah. Uh, let's see. Let's see what I can find here. Okay. So I'm in a neighborhood. Some really nice houses here. Look at that, someone's motorcycle. Got an American flag on it. I guess they're from the States. I guess they got family living in Quebec City. I think that's a Harley Davidson. I can't tell. Okay. Um. Let's see. Let's see. Oh God! Like, okay. It's a mileage sign. Well, that's the metric system. Isn't I can't say mileage sign because that's in kilometers. This okay. The first city is 26 kilometers, and the second one is 135 kilometers. Uh, and Quebec, the province. This this province want to separate itself from the rest of Canada because because I guess because they want to keep their French culture and they want their French culture to be destroyed and wiped away by the Anglophone culture. So they want to be completely Francophone. And well, yeah, yeah. It's funny, and they want to be like France. They will never be like France, ever. I think a lot of them hate. I think a lot of them like still have a bad taste in their mouth and hatred towards France. I guess for like leaving them behind when they were part of the North American French colony New France. Heard they still have that hatred. I mean, that happened a long time ago. Like, let that go. Like, just let it go. Okay? Okay. These traffic lights are kind of strange. Like, okay, they change very weird. I mean, they're not like not they're not like normal traffic lights. I mean, fin. That means in. So I know what that means. um, yeah. Let's see. Trying to figure out what I want to talk about here. Um, oh yeah, I heard a guy who came from France, and I think he lived in either Quebec City or Montreal. And when he was, I think when he was in, I think he when he was in one of these cities, he talked about the French language that was spoken by the Quebecois, and he said this, "What the hell?" He was bashing them, and he said that, "What the hell are you talking about? Like, what the fuck are you talking about? Like, the French that they speak here is bastardized French. It's so bastardized. I just can't understand what the hell they're talking about." So that's what he was saying. uh, yeah. So they got a Walmart. I hate Walmart. I used to work at a Walmart. uh, that's kind of funny. I heard that Quebec was gonna sue Walmart because the name of the store of the Walmart stores like Walmart should be in French, and then they got in trouble for that. Then he got in trouble for that. I don't know how that came out, but her Quebec sued Walmart. I don't know if this is true or not because that's what I heard. Because the name of their stores in Quebec wasn't in French. It's one of the sales signs in French. Um, yeah. If they have English only signs, I mean they'll face heavy. I heard they'll face heavy fines and punishment. Then they'll get in trouble. I mean, So I guess it have this thing here called the language police. If you speak French, you're okay. If you speak English or you have an English only sign, you're in serious trouble. Okay, I think that's all I got to say in this video. Okay, that's it. Bye. Oh yeah, before I end this video, I want to mention that when I went to school, when I was in high school, there were three teachers. I had three teachers. The first teacher was named Rebecca Japp. The second one was named Duncan Clary, and the third one was named Laura Langham. Okay, I'm gonna talk about Laura Langham. Laura Langham was a short, fat, petite woman, and she spoke French. I remember one day I went up to her and I asked her, "Do you speak French?" I was just saying a lot of dumb things because I was a dumb kid back then, a long time ago. And she said something to me in French. And when she said that, I knew that she spoke French. I should have asked her where she was from. I no, probably she's from Quebec, up in Canada. Cause also when she was I remember she was very mean to the students. She was talking down to them and smarting off to them. When we were watching I remember we were watching an educational movie. One of the students said, "What is this? What's happening?" And she said, "The movie's up there." And I think she was very mean to all the students there. And I remember something happened one day when I first met her. She walked out crying. I didn't ask what was wrong with her or anything. And plus, when I first met her for the first time, she told me talking about playing instruments, and she said that I remember when someone asked me what kind of instrument I play, I told them I play the radio. That's my instrument. Yeah, it was kind of dumb but funny. But yeah, I remember before I graduated from high school, she just acted like a total bitch, and she was. And I'm thinking to myself, I think the Quebecois up in Canada are probably one of the most mean, the most shittiest, the most rude people on the planet. I mean, they're probably just as worse as people in New York. I guess that has something to do with France abandoning them in the New France, North American colony from a long, 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 long time ago. Or they just want to preserve their French culture because they don't want the Anglophone culture from other parts of Canada seeping into Quebec. I guess, I don't know, I could be wrong. I never liked Laura Langham. I never liked Laura. Miss Langham, I never liked her. She was a bitch, and she was. I never liked her at all. Because she had a smart mouth and a bad attitude. And she talked down to the students. Yeah, so that's all I gotta say. Later. Au revoir.